Okay, today we're going to be talking about verb moods. I can identify and correctly use the 5 verb moods: indicative, imperative, interrogative, conditional, and subjunctive. You'll be filling in your guided notes as we go over this, or you can watch this and then go back and fill them in if you are in quarantine or absent. So, what is mood anyway? In real life, you can be in a good mood or a bad mood. In films and literature, you might think of the mood of a scene. And in grammar, we think of the mood of a sentence. And this is talking about verbs. So, like last week, we talked about active verbs and passive verbs. And where active verbs were the subject doing the action, now we are talking about the mood. So, we're going to have a verb quiz at the end of the week over active and passive voice and mood. So just be paying attention to those things. Okay. So let's talk about indicative and interrogative moods. They're used for factual statements, including questions or opinions that are facts. Think of it as declarative and interrogative sentences. They can be in any verb tense. I saw something annoying today. The lawyers have not said if they will appeal the decision. Purple is the new black. Dr. Seuss is one of the best-selling poets of all time. These are in indicative mood, and if they were questions, they would be in interrogative mood. So imperative mood demands something. They are non-questions or requests. There's usually no subject because it's the understood you or the implied you. So come in, please. That's imperative. Don't touch that. That's an imperative mood. It's like it's demanding. Imperative and demanding are synonyms. Turn on the computer, please. All of this is an imperative mood. And then our last 2 moods are conditional and subjunctive mood. They're very similar. Conditional talks about what would happen or what one would do in a certain circumstance. So think about would. I would only eat chocolate if if I were starving. That's conditional, like on a condition. I would climb Mount Kilimanjaro for $1,000,000. So think of it as it's conditional. If something happened, you would do it. It might work, so we could get to it, go after all. Subjunctive, however, talks about the situation that's completely uncertain or unreal or very hypothetical, maybe even just like a wish. And this is where we see were. If I were you, I wouldn't eat that. You can never be someone else, so that is subjunctive. I wish I were taller. You're not going to be taller right now, so it's a wish. So that's subjunctive. We would go to the pool if it were summer. Unfortunately, right now it's not summer. So on your practice, you'll label each sentence. Go to your room. Are you sure about that? If you finish your homework, you can go play. If I were president, I would banish all taxes. And then he wants $1,000,000. So go through that and ask yourself what they are. And you can see the answers here. It's imperative that you go to your room. It's a command. Interrogative is a question. You're asking a question. Number 3 is conditional because if you do something, then you can do that. It's based off of a condition. Number 4 is subjunctive. We see that were. Most of us are not going to be president. It's a wish. We wish we didn't have to pay taxes. And then he wants $1,000,000 is indicative. And let's talk about why that is indicative. Because it is a fact. So if you go here, he wants $1,000,000. That is something that he wants. It's not a wish here because we're not He's not wishing. It's saying that he wants it. So you'll go through here and choose the verbs and then check yourself. And then tomorrow we'll do some practice on it.